park bench. Every afternoon, Margaret sat on the same bench in the park. It was an old wooden bench near a big tree. There the wind whispered through the leaves, and the birds sang stories from other times. Margaret was 72 years old. Her hair was white like snow, and her hands trembled a little, but her eyes still shone with life. Every day she brought a bag of bread for the birds and a flower, which she left on the bench, as if she were waiting for someone. One day, Emily, a young literature student, started going to the park to read. She noticed that Margaret was always there, sitting alone looking at the sky. One day, Emily came closer and asked, "Can I sit here?" "Of course, love," Margaret replied with a warm smile. "This bench has space for many stories." Since that day, Emily and Margaret shared a few afternoons. They talked about books, dreams, and love. Emily realized that Margaret was not waiting for someone who would come, but for someone who could never return. "Was he your husband?" Emily asked one afternoon. "Yes," Margaret said, looking at the flower on the bench. "We met right here. Every afternoon we sat in this place and talked about the day, about life. He passed away 10 years ago, but I still come, because here, between the trees and the wind, I still feel him close." Emily said nothing, but she took Margaret's hand. Sometimes words are not necessary. The months passed. Emily finished her studies, but she kept visiting Margaret. The park bench was no longer a place of sadness, but of memory, of connection, and quiet love. One winter, Margaret didn't come. Emily waited. The next day, she returned with a flower in her hand and left it on the bench. Since then, another young heart sits on that bench each day, listening to the wind and leaving flowers for those who are no longer here, but still live in the corners of the soul.
Thank you for listening. If you liked the story, subscribe for more. And follow us on Instagram.